Hi all, for Andy here. Right, I'm making a review a breakfast, and this is Ted's Cafe in Yarmouth. So yeah, let's get in there and see what it's all about. See the side here as well. Ted's Cafe. Okay, quick look at the menu. Sorry for the voiceover, but there's music playing. It's just a quick scan. You can see everything they do on this menu. Sorry, that's just a quick scan over. But there it is. Okay, that's the toast. So there you can have as much as you like, toast. And that is the breakfast, what has arrived. Now, it doesn't look too bad on the plate, I will say. Looks quite nice setting out there. So what's it going to really be like? That's the burning question. Well, yeah, let's start off. I think I'll start off here with the mushrooms. Yeah, they're all right. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. They were okay at the end of the day. So then I went for the sausage. Well, I can tell you now, this wasn't a butcher sausage. This is more catering sausage, to be fair. And yeah, that was okay at the end of the day. Hadn't been freshly cooked. That's obviously been warmed up, but the taste, I've had better. That wasn't awful, but I've had better. The eggs were done perfect. I couldn't fault the eggs. They were nice. Then we come on to the hash brown, or hash browns. Yeah, they're okay. I think they're a bit of a cheaper make, to be fair, with the hash browns. So I have had better, but they were okay. They weren't horrible, put it that way. That was the main thing. Then the beans, yeah, they tasted okay, but they were warm. They weren't hot, which was a little bit disappointing, to be fair. I do like them a little bit hotter. Bacon, well, yeah, that was okay. The bacon didn't have a lot of taste to it. Didn't have that nice smoky flavour what I like on a bacon. But again, it was passable. I've had worse in the past, to be fair. Tomatoes, well, that's another story. No, I didn't like these tomatoes at all. They were bitter. They weren't very nice. No, it tastes like a cheap tin tomato. You didn't get that wow factor with it. Toast, yeah, that was fine. Dip it in the old egg. Yeah, tasted quite nice, to be quite honest, the toast. The toast you could have as much as you like through that machine. You weren't limited. If you wanted 20 rounds of toast, have 20 rounds. They said that was unlimited, which I thought was pretty good, to be fair, with all the butter on that. But yeah, all in all, it's not the worst breakfast I've ever had. It was average. It was okay, to be fair. You can see there from my face. Yeah, middle of the road. Well, it is what it is, really, at the end of the day. So yeah, so I just basically played through it. I can't say much more about it, really, to be quite honest. You know, the beans were okay. In fact, the beans weren't too bad at all. They were quite nice. If that had been nice and hot, they were just warm with the beans. I mean, the breakfast came out pretty quick, to be honest. I ordered it. By the time I'd filled the cup with hot water, got a bit of milk in it, got me sugars, put me toast through, which really took about a minute and a half. I sat down, bang, the breakfast was there. Well, that was on the table before I'd actually done the toast, to be fair. Tea, yeah, that was all right. Nothing special, cup of tea. I would have thought at the end of the day they'd have gave unlimited tea. Well, I'm always one to say a tea should be in with the breakfast, especially if you have what they call the large breakfast. At the end of the day, they should always throw a tea in, I think. I mean, but new place seem to be doing it now, at the end of the day. But that is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, them tomatoes, yeah, they weren't good at all. I really didn't enjoy them. I don't know why I actually ate them, but I just do not like wasting food, to be quite honest. You know, £9 for the breakfast. Yeah, that's about the going rate, I suppose, nowadays. But as I say, it wasn't awful. It was middle of the road, as I say. Yeah, that's all really I can say about it. Toast was okay. Eggs were about the best thing on there. Beans were nice if they'd have been hotter. But, yeah, so I'm just finishing up here, getting it done, ploughing through it, and, yeah. But that's Ted's Cafe in Great Yarmouth. I will put the details in the video description of where it is. Don't let this obviously put you off. There was quite a few people in there, to be quite honest. I've had mixed reviews. I've read about it. Some say really nice. It wasn't bad. I'm not slating it at all. But this way it weren't as bad as that Morrison breakfast. But yeah, there you go. And there I'd finished, and yeah, happy days really. You can see me now, going to come up there, and that was it. Let's sum this up outside. Right, sum this up, this breakfast. Ted's Cafe in Yarmouth. I'll put the description. It's on the corner of Newcastle Road, and I'm not sure what the other road is, but I'll put the address down and everything. Right, breakfast. Well, start with the price first. That was what they call Ted's Large Breakfast. Put my glasses on here, we can see what's going on. Best time I've ever been. £10.10 altogether. That was £9, well, according to the board, £9 for the breakfast and £1.10 for the tea. I've always said, and you know what I say about teas with breakfast, I think, especially if you have a large one, a tea should be included, but that's down to other people. I will go through this. I'm going to have to voice over this video as well. There's music playing in there and everything. And I will go through as I'm eating it. I'll voice over it and give you my thoughts. We'll start off with the eggs first of all. Yeah, eggs were okay. Eggs were perfectly cooked. Couldn't grumble about that at all. The toast, you could help yourself to the toast, as much toast as you want at the end of the day, but you have to put it through on a machine yourself and cook it that way. Let's go on to the sausages. Sausages, they were okay. I weren't overly impressed with them. They never wowed me, put it that way. But they were okay for what they were. They weren't obviously cooked from fresh because the breakfast came too quick, to be quite honest. I really just ordered it about 4 minutes later, bang, that was on the table. But I suppose they are fairly busy in there, so, you know, I know what it's like trying to serve breakfast and everything. I've done it in the past when you're busy. You do have to hot hold some stuff. Let's go on to the bacon. Bacon, no, I wasn't really impressed with that. It was a bit tasteless, to be fair, with the bacon. That was okay. Nothing out of this world, to be quite honest. Mushrooms, didn't get many. They were okay. They were okay, the mushrooms. Beans, yeah, they were okay. You need to get piles of them, but then do you need piles of beans? I don't know. But again, they are okay. Tinned tomatoes, bloody awful. They were really had a not sour, like a bittery, acidy, bittery taste to them. Not a nice tinned tomato. I've had tinned tomatoes where you go, oh yeah, they're nice, they're a nice flavour. They were cheap. They were cheap and nasty, really. I didn't like them at all. Though I did eat them. I did leave a little bit on the plate there, because I don't like wasting food. I paid the money for it and everything. I mean, overall, the breakfast was okay at the end of the day. It wasn't it wasn't rubbish by no means. It was okay. Tea, you get your tea, hot water out of a machine, and then put your milk and sugar in if you want. And I did say to the lady, do we just get refills when we're done? No, that's just the one. So I thought, okay. You know, I thought even if you still use the same tea bag, but no, that's just one cup. So, overall, marks out of 10. I've got to go 5. I can't really, at the end of the day, go any higher. It was okay. That was middle of the road. Would I come back here? No, I wouldn't, but don't let that put other people off at the end of the day, because it's okay. I mean, they've got a lot of people in there, so they must be doing something right. But that's not a breakfast at the end of the day that I've raved about, sort of thing, you know. But it was okay. So that is Ted's Cafe in Yarmouth. I hope you all enjoyed that. As I say, this will be voiced over and everything because the music and everything playing. But yeah, give us your comments below. Who's tried it? Who live local? Any lorry drivers working in the area? I mean, that sounds some fairly good reviews, but that's had 1 or 2 down reviews. It's a bit mixed, I think, at the end of the day. The reviews, what I've read. But hey ho, it is what it is. The staff are friendly. That's nice and clean, which is one good point. That's got a 5-star catering, 5-star marking on the door. Hygiene rating, so yeah, must be doing something right in there. It's clean. It's just I didn't enjoy it like I normally do. But anyway, just let us know. As I say, thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so to help the channel. And I will catch you lovely people in the next one. I will put everything in the video description, where it is and everything. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Cheers.